neighbor called the cops on my dog for barking, so I made his life a noise complaint. Carl thought calling the cops on my rescue dog was going to solve his problems. Instead, it created mine, and I don't forget, my dog Rusty is a 60-pound mutt from the shelter. Sweet guy, just has anxiety. Sometimes he barks when people walk by, never more than a minute. Normal dog stuff. Carl moved in next door last October. Day 1, he knocked with a measuring tape asking about property lines. Week 2, he left a note about neighborhood noise standards. I tried being neighborly, brought cookies, explained Rusty's background. Carl looked at me like I'd suggested he adopt a hyena. Dogs don't belong in apartments, he said. Some of us work from home. The complaints escalated. Anonymous HOA tips about excessive barking. Emails about quality violations. Then Carl went nuclear. Called the cops. I'm working when officers knock. Noise complaint about aggressive barking and possible animal abuse. Rusty comes over, tail wagging, sits for treats. Officers exchange looks. This dog seems well trained. What was the complaint? Carl had told them Rusty was barking aggressively for hours, and that he suspected I was provoking the animal. Complete lies. Officers left, but now I had a police report. Carl had escalated past petty into defamation. Carl worked as a tax consultant from home, had video calls all day, posted about his professional setup on LinkedIn. I started documenting Carl's actual noise. 7 a.m. balcony calls, 6:30 a.m. weekend mowing, his video calls where he yelled at clients through the walls. I bought a decibel meter. Carl's morning routine, 75 decibels. Rusty's barking, 68. Time for phase 2. I created an anonymous noise complaint log and started submitting daily reports. Neighbor in 4B conducting loud business calls during quiet hours. Resident using power tools before 8 a.m. Excessive music disturbing work from home schedule. But the real genius was the video calls. I learned Carl's client schedule from overhearing him. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. he had a consultation with some retirement planning firm. Big client, always stressed about impressing them. I started timing Rusty's walks for exactly 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. Not to make him bark, just to be visible outside Carl's window. Sure enough, Carl would start yelling at me mid-call, waving his arms, completely unprofessional. Then I escalated to power tools. Started a home improvement project that required drilling, sawing, hammering, all within legal noise hours, all perfectly timed for Carl's important calls. Week 3, Carl storms over. You're doing this on purpose. Doing what? Living in my apartment? The noise. Every time I have important calls. Oh, you mean like when you call the cops on my dog for breathing too loud? He tried calling the police again. This time I was ready. Showed them my noise logs, Carl's actual decibel readings, recordings of his 6:30 a.m. lawn mowing. Sir, the officer told Carl, it sounds like you might want to discuss this through your HOA rather than emergency services. The final touch came when Carl lost his biggest client. Overheard him on the phone explaining how neighborhood disruptions were affecting his ability to provide professional services. I sent an anonymous tip to his former client about his noise complaint history and unprofessional outbursts during video calls. Attached the police report he'd filed against a rescue dog for barking. Carl's LinkedIn presence went quiet. No more posts about his professional setup. Started seeing him at coffee shops with his laptop, looking miserable. Last month he moved out, left a note under my door. I hope you're happy. I am. Rusty's barking has decreased significantly since the stressful neighbor left. Funny how dogs pick up on tension. Carl thought calling the cops would make me get rid of my dog. Instead, I got rid of him. Sometimes the best way to handle a noise complaint is to make sure everyone knows who the real problem is.